in the NFC, it's the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Younghoe Koo going to get this one going. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Roy Robertson Harris. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox, to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And Dart was the 2nd quarterback taken in this year's draft, only behind Cam Ward out of Miami. And you look back to his time with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, he put up some monster numbers. And you got to think, he's the youngest quarterback of the entire 25 draft. So can he transition to a pro-style offense? Can he play the style in which they want to play in New York? From a physical standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, like Jackson Dart looks like the prototypical modern-day NFL quarterback.
And he'll take this to about the 28. Tyleik Williams, first rounder out of Ohio State, there on the tackle. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the play fake, here's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Andrew Thomas, guilty there. start. Going to throw here on second down. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Giants first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A carry here for Tracy. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's into the end zone. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Koo able to add the extra point, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. Be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Gato. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll send their tight end left. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Catch is made by Wright. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he's going to have a Lions first down. And he got it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Gato. He's got that to the rookie wideout from Georgia. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Lions first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake, here's Gato. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And the Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now, from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. One more time, they try Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Gato. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. The can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Gato. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. The run here with Devin Singletary. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So after 1, 7-3 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Singletary now on 1st and 10, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dart. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Giants.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Up the middle, here's Singletary. And he's in! Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and You see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
On is Koo for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal. Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go for it. Here's Gato. And this is on. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up 1st down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
On the give, it's Singletary. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A play fake, now Dart.
The 2nd down pass. Alex Anzalone on the tackle. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
35-yard line.
Now Dart throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, second down and goal. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Singletary. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Talk things over before third down. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. To the goal line and in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. Here's Coop for the extra point. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is gone. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff to throw on first down. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions field goal. The lead is 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. That's to Robinson. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Open man is Robinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. He works free, right side, inside the 20. And he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. And quickly out to Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
120. The RPO. That one is complete. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Roy Robertson Harris In there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A 2nd down throw for Gato. This one complete. It's to Slaw. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Singletary. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On play action, it is Dart. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Dart gonna throw it again. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Got the center that time, John Michael Schmitz. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Throwing again, Dart. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Giants.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball, you got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 8.
Here's Dart. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 2nd down, Dart. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is...
So that challenge, a successful one. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are going to extend their lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down as we'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Singletary. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down. And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Again, it's Singletary. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
It's a gain of 8.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
And a good run there to get him 5 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Singletary. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They run here with Singletary. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still 1st down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still 1st down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He has Hyatt complete. That's a good bounce back there. They'll get this back very close to that first down mark. 2nd and inches.
The 4-yard line.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
DJ Reader.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Throwing. Dart. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now,
To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Now, Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Small.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On play action, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Paulson Adebo on the coverage.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. As completed is St. Brown. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Williams in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll go play action with Gato. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Gato. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And he has missed this one. No good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
And that could very well wind up being a critical miss. I mean, you got to be able to rely on your kickers at this stage of the game. But he can't come through. And this one stays a 3-point game.
The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. Now a handoff to Singletary. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Dart going to throw here on second down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Here's first and 10. To throw is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive?
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cam Scaraboo. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Set to kick off.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Throwing here is Gato. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. A play fake, now dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Singletary. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
He'll try to run for it with Scatterboo. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Williams in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gato. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Sam Laporta. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 55. And a First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On first down, it's Gato. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, on third down, it's Gato. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to get back to a one-possession game.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. 2nd and 5. They'll run once more with Singletary. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Giants first down. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions.
First down.
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And the Giants first down.
They'll run with Scatterboo. They'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll drop to throw. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
A run straight ahead, that's Scatterboo. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. They'll go again with Scatterboo. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. On play action, it is Dart. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now, Jared Goff and the Lions down by 7. 25 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they have to do it quick as they begin with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Gato. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Throwing on second down. Gato. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here's a big one. This third down.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
To throw is Gato. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a road win here for the Giants. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from Glendale.
We're bouncing between starter and backup as needed and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
19.
But it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yards on the play. That's another Cardinals first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Back to